Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dave back again, and for today's video we're going to be going over and unboxing the perfect grade red frame Astray. As you can see, I'm getting messages at the same time. I don't actually have the menu or manual in front of me, and that's because, well, if you guys follow me or know me on Facebook, had a car situation come up and had to blow out quite a few of both my Hot Toys and statues. A lot of them are actually still up. Yeah, thanks to what was initially the master cylinder for the brakes. Well, I'll give you a quick rundown. Let's see. Wife slammed on the brakes to avoid being T-boned by someone going too fast and not paying attention, in which all of a sudden the brakes got squishy. We took it to our mechanic, which thought it was the master cylinder, ended up replacing that, and it ended up not being that. They couldn't find what the situation was. There was no codes coming up in the car. It's a 2007, but I only have 32,000 miles on it, so we don't do a lot of traveling, as you can tell. And we got it brand new. I only had 12 miles on it. So anyway, so they shipped it over to the dealer. The dealer couldn't figure out, the regular tech couldn't figure out what it was. They contacted their master mechanic, which ended up finding out it was the ABS system. So that was about $1,500. That was after a discount and stuff that they ended up giving, because we got the car there. And so they got that part in after ordering it. Got that in, and now all of a sudden there's codes popping up that the ABS braking system sensors in the front right wheel basin, I guess, I don't know how those end up working. Anyway, it was shot too, and they would not give us the car back or let us drive it off the lot as was, and that needed to be replaced. So, which now cranks up the cost to about $2,000, and I'm in a rental car, which is racking up daily. So what was semi doable turned into the impossible, so I started blowing out stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to see a lot of my statues and Hot Toys going. There are still a lot left, and so yeah, check it out either on my blog page or one of the other sales pages on Facebook. But that besides the point. The red frame was sent to me by TheGunplameister to review and also snap up and build for them for a display piece for when they open their shop, the actual shop. So they asked me if I would do it. I said sure. So they sent it over. So somewhere in the chaos of today of me packaging up stuff that I sold, I have misplaced the manual for it. So I thought, in my infinite wisdom, hey, you know what? I have one that I just got from a friend of mine for my road to PG, and I will open that up. Well, the manual wasn't in there either, so I hit him up. I haven't heard back yet, so I have no manual. So at the end of this video, there will be image scans that I got from Daylong Net. So thanks to them for me borrowing those to show you guys the instructions. But this week I am pretty much just taking for myself. There won't be an unboxing of a high grade this Wednesday, or at least I don't plan on it right now. Well, tomorrow is Wednesday, so no, there won't be. Alright guys, so sorry about that. I had to cut it real quick because it was kind of freaking out and freezing up, and can't be having that. Alright, so going over the runners to start with, you'll notice I have already started doing some panel lining on a couple pieces. He didn't say I had to, but I decided just to do it on some of the stuff to give it a little pop, because there's so much detail, it's a shame to be to get wasted. So this is runner A. You do have a small section over here that is in red. You've got like the face piece. You have to be careful because that's still wet. You get some gray pieces over here, which are waist pieces. You get a piece for the back of the head over here. Head pieces, back of the hands, side of the head, and you get this section here of clear green parts, or clear green effect parts that go on different sections of the kit. Runner B, you've just got plain white parts, and luckily it doesn't look like everything's getting all washed out. This is a great kit all around, you know, and it's kind of based off of the Strikes frame, and so you can get fantastic posing out of it. Now, one of the things I've noticed in every one that I've received, this piece here, which I believe is the front section for the crotch, is always twisted in there. You're going to have some stress marks on one of those sides, so be cautious of that. But every one of them I've had has been that way, and I think just the way that they did it on the runner, the pressure of the other runners against it just is too much. Alright, for runner C, you do get two of, again in the white. There's some leg pieces. You've got two beam saber halves over here. The top of the beam saber. Let's see here. You get vents for the legs. I believe that is for the knee, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. It's been a little bit since I've done one, but still pretty familiar. Knee pieces here. Moving on to a runner D. Now this is in a deep, almost maroon color, and you can see there's a lot of panel lines and detailing in here. This is another one of those like painter's dreams. You have like actuators in here. There's so much details to paint. You've got the seat over here. This is the back of the chest piece, waist section, feet. All right, runner E, and this is going to be shield bits. Back of the shield. I think this is waist section, pretty much all waist section. You've got the pilot right there. Runner F, again in that deep maroon, and you can see all the details that are in here. May not be super clear because of the focus, but yeah, a lot of vent details. I have seen some guys do fantastic work with this. Now, the downside with this kit, it is a build it yourself LED unit, and I'll get to that little packet later. Not a huge fan of those. Okay, so on runner G you get two of. Now these are in a bright red. I think shoulder pieces, top of foot, some other vent pieces. And you will get to see these in more detail as I go through the build, because I'm taking you guys with me. You do get the V-fin. I love the V-fin on here. Back of the details for the shoulders. I think that's back of the head. I do have to say, I think my favorite build of this is the Louis Vuitton version, the black and brown with the gold trim. That thing was awesome, or with the gold frame actually. Okay, runner I, you actually get two of. You get piston pieces, or actuator pieces. I think these are for the feet. Again, we're back to that deep maroon red. Runner J, same maroon red. Crotch section, I believe, if I remember correctly, most of these are crotch. Side skirt pieces, skirts. Runner K you get 2 of. Let's see, hip joint or shoulder joints. As I smack you guys, sorry. Runner L, again, you get 2 of. And you get a lot of leg pieces. That's because there's a lot of shifting going on. You have a lot of movable pieces. And let's see, more joints. Runner M, you get 2 of. More leg pieces. Some feet pieces, and you can see all the details that are in here. Alright, runner N1, and this is, it's showing up on camera as black, but it's kind of a deep charcoal. And then you get runner N2, which is basically just a duplicate of this section for the feet. This is part of the backpack. And I think if I remember correctly, the Ale Striker pack can fit on this because the back is the strike design. Okay. Time for shiny. Runner O is going to be all your piston pieces that are chromed up. Nice and shiny. I know most people just strip those down and repaint them. Can't blame them. Let's see here. Now we're getting into some weapon stuff. You get the front of the shield over here. Again, it's in that kind of charcoal gray. Sides for the sword, or for the scabbard. For the sword, is that for the scabbard? I can't remember offhand. I don't know if it's for the hilt or the scabbard. Top of the chest, more pieces here. I think this is for the top of the chest here, or the collarbone area. Runner R, these lovely candy cane hands. You get 2 of the, what do they call them? Harmonic blades? That's not right, but they're the foldable blades that go in the hip pieces. You get 2 of those. You get the two piece eyepiece here. Now, if you thought most perfect grades didn't have enough polycaps, you get 3 runners. You get 1 S runner. These are a majority of all your large ones for hip, elbow, and shoulder joints, things like that. Runner T, you get 2 of. Some of these are for actuators and a lot of the moving parts that are on the kit. Runner U, you get 2 of. And I don't know if you guys can see a lot of detail up in here. V, you get your gold shiny, and this is all for the sword. W, now I haven't taken this out of the bag yet, but W is the actual sword. I love how they have that feathering on the edge here. If you are cautious, you can clip this without tearing up the chrome on the top of the blade. And this is really cool because it features things like a real sword would. Like you have the hilt pin. Alright, X is all your parts for the scabbard. The low character, standing, and sitting. And I gotta go to bed soon. It's like 2 a.m. Runner Y. This is in a like a medium gray. You have more of the hilt pieces, the beam magnum, beam rifle, and all the pieces that go to it. Runner Z. These are going to be all your red pieces that go to the sword, both the sword and the scabbard. Get all this stuff out. And lastly, you get 2 beam sabers, which are glittered. Last in the baggies, and this will actually weigh down the kit. You actually have these 2, which are for the waist unit is what they are, and they're actually either die cast or pot metal, but they're metal either way, so each one of these are weighty. You get 2 pads of like foam stickers that go onto the bottom of the feet. These are really nice because they help keep them from sliding around if you have them displayed on a smooth surface. Keep the leftover parts because you can trim them and put them on your other kits as well. Come in very handy. And I did not open this because I am a bad host and not paying attention. Okay. You only get 1 metal foil decal here. Is for the eyes. And boop, 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 boop. So you can see there from the cutout marks that it does actually act as a mask. So you can pull out this section and have just that part on there. And then you get the green for the head camera piece. These, oh, they show up kind of good. You do get a sheet of dry transfers. And you get a sheet of the just regular stickers. And you have the low decals on here. Well, you got the heart emblem down here. A lot of these, which I don't think I'll probably use a lot of these on here. The Gerbera straight for the sword. But, oh, I almost forgot the fun part. Yeah, so these are the parts for making up the LED system. You get, was it 2 springs, 1 LED, and 1 screw. It's not hard to put together. Just make sure that you have a small Phillips head screwdriver. But as usual, you do have to go buy a battery for this thing. And yeah, you can pick it up at your local Walgreens. You know, I find usually has almost any size that you need on their battery wall. So that is always nice, just to pop in at like 5 minutes to midnight and pick one up. So I will go ahead and snag one for them. So as I said before, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I think I am just going to take some mental time this week, build this up, take my time. I don't know how long it'll take me. If I sit and concentrate, it'll only take me a few hours to end up doing, but then again, if I'm adding details and stuff, it could take a little bit longer. But just as straight up, it shouldn't take that long. So stick with me. I don't know if I will do a snap along, but I know I'll do in sections, And then once I get this all done, I'm hoping to have it done by this weekend so I can mail it out to them, since they were nice enough to send it to me to show you guys and just to build up for them. And then I want to try and finish this weekend the ARC 78 perfect grade and get that box off of my floor. And I need to pull up everything off my floor and vacuum, because where I'm staying right now, it looks like a, well, I don't know if anybody else has this problem. I doubt you have the problem with cat hair. But that was just me pinching up off the floor where my feet are right now. It is a nub battleground. Mainly because the way I trim, it's over my lap. So I trim and where are my trimmers? Over there. So when I end up trimming a piece, it's like I trim and I flick, and I trim and I flick. So if you guys ever see my finger, it's always calloused or dry right here, that's because I'm constantly doing this. Like I trim and I flick and I trim and I flick to keep it out of my blade. And it's just something I've become accustomed to, and I just do it automatically. And I'm rambling because it's late. Thanks for staying tuned, guys, and thank you, New Type Builds. Definitely check them out. By the way, I got notification today. I believe the grand opening of the website to newtypebuilds.com will be on Monday, April 6th. That is the estimated opening time, so stay tuned for that. I will give you guys updated. Thanks. Peace.